How to clean your JetSurf electric board after riding. Hi, I'm Rui from JetSurf, and today I'm going to show you how to clean your JetSurf electric board after you've been for a ride. First of all, when we come back from a ride, we're going to be carrying the board on its side to allow the water to come out from the battery bay, like this. Then we're going to put it on a stand on the beach to make sure that we're ready to take the battery out. Next step after we've put it on the stand is we're going to remove the battery, which we need to push down on these 4 clips, and then the battery's ready to come out. To take the battery out, I find it easier to use your fingers and thumbs and just gently tease the battery out of the board. And when you take the battery out of the board, you're going to want to put it somewhere nice and dry where it can't get sand in the battery connector. Now we've removed the battery from the battery compartment, we're going to put our connector cover on to stop any water getting in the connectors. We just want to maybe give the connectors a little bit of a blow just to get any water off them, and put our connector cover over the rubber seal. That's now ready to wash down. Next step, once you've got your board and on the stand, is to clean the board all over using a nice fresh water supply. With your hose, you're going to spray the board down all over, including the bindings, round the back, underneath the turbine, in the back under the fins, all over the board, all over the front. We're going to give the handle a nice good clean with fresh water to get any salt water out. We're also going to clean the battery compartment, which we can do because the cover is over the electrical connectors. You get any salt water rinsed out of there. We can also clean the battery and the bindings that are fitted on top of the battery, provided we have installed the connector cover on the battery. After we've cleaned the board over like that, we are then going to use the flushing system at the back of the board to clean the cooling line. Once we've got the hose connected to the cooling line on the back of the board, the water will run through the motor, through the cooling line, and will come out inside the battery compartment. That doesn't matter if that fills up a bit because we've got the connectors cover on top. So once we've done that and cleaned through that, we can turn the hose off and let the board dry. One thing to note is we must never get water inside of the motor compartment. That's why this lid must stay on whilst cleaning and doing anything with water. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to open the motor compartment lid using the rubber tool that's in the top of the lid here and the Allen key provided. We're going to unscrew that and take that screw lid off. Now we can put this screw lid into the magnetic base next to where the lid locates, and that can stay there whilst the board is being stored. Then we're going to open this up to allow any moisture or any change in temperatures to stop condensation from forming inside this area in the board. If you leave this lid in place, a buzzer will sound to remind you to take this lid off. So it's very important that this lid comes off of the motor compartment to allow it to dry properly. The lid stays in the storage compartment area for storage of the board. The next step is to remove the cover over the electrical connectors in the battery compartment and store that somewhere safe, ready for next time. You need to now just make sure that the electrical connectors inside the battery compartment are nice and clean and dry. If you've got a little airline, maybe give them a dry off or give them a little blow to blow any water off. Give them a spray with some lubricant, an oil-based lubricant, just like some GT85 or WD-40, something like that, and just to keep those moist and not allow them to corrode. When you take the covers off the board, put them somewhere safe. Do not lose them, and do not go and try and ride next time without a lid on the board. And that is how we clean our board down and prepare it for storage after riding.